Say good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. We just went to Walmart and got some baking stuff, bone broth. They didn't have my coffee, so I had to get instant. Oh well. That's not decaf, is it? Okay, good. At least it's caffeinated. And we got a big thing of flour. So, are we ready to get buckled? And then we have to take, you have to get your last needle, your 18-month needle. Yeah, I know. That's how I feel too. Okay, guys, we are home now from the doctor's office, and I gotta quickly make the kiddos some lunch. Reese fell asleep in the car for like 2 seconds, and now she woke up obviously when we got in the door. So I just need to upload my video and then make them lunch, and then I have to tidy up the house, do some dishes, and then I want to start a crock pot, like some sort of roast. I'm craving like dumplings and beef, like a beef like roast, some sort of roast is what I want to make. So I think we're gonna do that. I might give the kids some leftover pizza from last night. I feel like Reese might like some of, like I made naan pizza, so I make naan bread and then I do pizzas on them. They're so good. I will link the recipe to them down below, and I'll have a slice of pizza because they're like, it's to die for. So yummy. Then I thought I had cheese. I do have a little bit of cheese, not a ton. Pickles, crackers, all the things. I love cold pizza. All good. Doctor said she looks really good, and then he gave me information to book a physical, because I prefer just a woman to do my physicals. Not that there's itchy ear anything wrong with my doctor. I love him, he's wonderful, but he's like my age or maybe like a couple, like maybe at most 3-4 years older than me, and it's just awkward. So I'd rather have a male, especially, I mean a female, especially when they're like all up in there doing a pap smear and everything. I'd just rather have a female. So I have to book that today. I just feel like I have so much on my plate, and I think I told you guys in my last vlog, so I'm actually officially on the payroll for my husband's business as their social media manager, and it's awesome. Like, I really enjoy it. It's more income for our family because obviously it's coming from the business, it's not coming from Colin's pocket, so that's just extra money coming in, which is such a blessing. But also because of that, I've been more absent on my Instagram, so I feel like this will be, since I'm doing Vlogmas, this will be better to like still connect with you guys, because it's so much easier to keep up with, like YouTube is easier just to turn on the camera and start talking and make a video, but the editing is the hard part and time consuming part. But then to do reels and stuff on Instagram, that takes more time, but then it's easy editing, so it's like, anyway. So the kids just have some pizza, leftover pizza, pickles, cheese, strawberries. I'm actually not that hungry. I'll probably just finish this little bit of pizza and call it a day. So I wanted to show you guys, I moved her in here, but Elsa arrived from the North Pole in this beautifully decorated box. Whoever did it did a fantastic job. And I have a letter here. We have a letter here from Elsa. She arrived in there, and she arrived with a big bag of candy and some other things. So she arrived. This is like a junk pile. So we got a new TV. That's our old one. Colin's taking it to the dump. I have to put the garbage out. That has to go back down the basement. And these are our Christmas blow-ups that Colin has to put up. So this room is a disaster, but I wanted just to show you really quick. So I got flour because we need to do some baking and we were so out of flour. I got this little, this was yesterday at Winners. I got this, how pretty is this little Christmas butter dish? It was $10. I had to. I got some food coloring just for baking because we do lots of Christmas baking. Some more icing sugar because I always use icing sugar. Brown sugar, vanilla extract, cucumber. I got some bone broth just to sip on. Some cocoa powder. You okay? Cocoa powder. I had to get instant coffee because they didn't have my Nespresso. Blech. But whatever. And then some more bone broth. And then I just got these little like chippets, like Christmassy ones for like cookies or whatever. And then I got my mother from my mother-in-law uses Saint, and she specifically asked for new, I'm like using my foot to kick the dishwasher shut, some Saint brushes because she didn't have the brushes. So I got her 2 brushes for Christmas, which is really 4 because they're double-ended. So she got 2 brushes, and I got myself 2 eyeshadows. These I paid for because I did say previously I wanted to like earn all my makeup through sales, and I've done really well with that, but this time I just didn't want to wait, and I was like, I'm just gonna buy like 2 other shadows, so I'll show you those. And I gotta put all this stuff away and clean up. I have like no appetite today. It's really strange. But anyways, I canceled my hair appointment. I'm letting my hair, because it still looks pretty good, but I'm letting my natural come through a bit more because I kind of like that look now. I might just do like a balayage next time. So the first eyeshadow I got is called Butterscotch. Oh, it's so pretty. It's like the perfect transition shade. That and Bubba. I have Bubba. I love that one. And then I got Hot Chocolate. Can you tell I like browns? Like bronzy colors? How am I going to open you? Can I open you? I like bronze. Look at that. So pretty. So I could add these 2 to my eyeshadow collection. Oh, it's so pretty. That's Hot Chocolate. So it's like a rose gold, bronzy shimmer. So pretty. Just for like Christmas time, like these 2 together, put that on and you're like done. So I love those. So that's her Christmas present. I have to put all this stuff away. I need to vacuum, and then I got a nurse Reese, put her to bed, and then I want to start the pot roast. I feel like I get a little bit of anxiety because I'm like, I have so much that I need to do, and I'm just like, just chill. You'll get it done. Do one thing at a time. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So I'm gonna clean up, and then I'll see you guys for making the pot roast. I gotta find a recipe. Okay, so 2 things. I've been having such a hard time with Reese lately. Don't get me wrong, when she's awake, easiest baby, toddler. But I went through this with Blake at 20 months. There's some sort of regression. She's gonna be 2 in March. And she just wants booby, and she'll say booby all the time. And like whenever I put her down at night, I'll nurse her for 30 minutes. My nipples are so sore, but it's good for her. She doesn't want to slow down anytime soon. I'm not ready to give it up yet because she's my last baby and I know it's the best thing for her, but I'll nurse her for like 30 minutes, and then I go to put her down because I have the other 2 I have to put down, and she screams bloody murder. Like you'd think she was being tortured in her crib, like horrible. Finally last night she fell asleep, I'd say after 15 minutes of like 15 minutes. She's doing it for nap now too. She just did it as I put her down, but she only did it for like 5 minutes and now she's out. She does it at night. She wakes me up like 4 times a night. I'm not kidding. 4 times a night. And even if she falls asleep on the boob, like she's snoring on me, I go to put her down, she goes, no, 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 booby, booby, booby. So we're just really struggling with sleep. So if you have a 20-month-old or 18 months to 2, I feel you on the regression because it's hard. I can't let her cry. Last night I had to, but I was gonna go in once the other 2 were in bed. It doesn't take me long to put Livy and Blake to bed, but she passed out halfway through me putting Olivia to bed, so maybe that was a good thing, but the waking up in the night and this, it's just awful. But anyways, I found a recipe for a crock pot beef stew and homemade dumplings. We bought a quarter cow, so this has an R on it, so I'm assuming it's a roast. assuming it's a roast. Everything else was like sirloin. It looks funny. I'll show you in a second. Oh yeah, that's a roast, right? Not a roast. It's hard to tell when it's frozen, so I am gonna have to, yeah, that's a roast. It's a roast. I'm gonna have to de-thaw this in the microwave, which I hate doing, but I have to coat this with flour and cut it up into chunks for the crock pot, so I'll just de-thaw it that way, I guess. And then we're gonna make dumplings, so I'll show you guys that in a sec. Sorry, honey. Okay, so this is the beef that I was able to take off of the roast. And now we're just gonna sprinkle about 2 tablespoons of flour over top, just to coat it, and then we're gonna throw everything into the crock pot. It said 2 pounds of meat. I would say this is a pound, but I'm not de-thawing anymore, so whatever, we'll make it work. So next we have to add 2 cups of hot beef stock to the crock pot. It's preheating right now. So I'm just going to pour in 2 cups. And I'm gonna heat this up in the microwave because it's super quick, and I feel like about 1 minute would do it. So there's my 2 cups, and let's put this in the microwave. Why are all my covers open? Now we're gonna add the hot beef stock to the slow cooker. Then you're gonna add your red wine. Then we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, which I feel like is almost an entire can. 3 tablespoons of dark soy sauce. A ton of garlic, and some salt. I just keep my salt in here, so I'm going to just use fingers, and then I'm going to get some pepper and put that in there as well. Everything a good stir. It's all mixed together. So now I'm going to add in sliced carrots. I did about 5 carrots and a massive onion diced up. Try not to splash everywhere. Next we are going to add the beef. This is so difficult to do with one hand. Seriously. YouTuber problems. And I'm just going to give that all a nice stir. Now it calls for a bay leaf. I'm not big on bay leaves, but it did call for a sprig of rosemary, and I have fresh rosemary from my garden still. So I'm just gonna plop that right there. I'm gonna put in a little bit more salt. And then we cook that on high for 5 hours, but my crock pot is super hot. I bet you it'll be done, it's 2 o'clock, I bet it'll be done by 5, but we'll see. So next it is time to do our dumplings. So I chose to do light dumplings because I don't like suet, I think you call it suet. So I have a cup of self-rising flour. Now if you don't have self-rising flour, you can substitute with a cup of all-purpose flour. You just need to add a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. I think that's how it is. Look it up, don't quote me. Then you need a teaspoon of garlic, and then we're gonna do half a cup of Greek yogurt. You could use sour cream as well, that would be yummy. This is a Greek yogurt. And then we are going to add in about 2 tablespoons of freshly grated Parmesan. Do not use, I'm telling you guys, once you use the fresh Parmesan, like the kind that comes in a package that you have to grate, you will literally never go back to the powder stuff. It's like night and day. I know it's more expensive. You just gotta do it. Trust me, it'll level up your dinners. So now we are just going to mix the dough all together. This is supposed to make 6 to 8 dumplings. Now you are able to add water if you need. I think I might, this water will bind it. I think I need a bit of water because this is just looking a little bit still too powdery. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water to bind it together. So I just added a little bit more water because there are some bits in there that just were not wanting to come together. So however big you want your dumplings, completely up to you. They are going to, well, actually they're going to expand a bit, so I don't want them too big. I would like mine about that size. Because they will get bigger, just like cookies expand, these will expand. So we'll see how many. I feel like I'll get actually more like 10 out of these, but we'll see. It smells so good, honestly. My kitchen's a disaster, but honestly guys, like cooking and baking are my passions. That makes me so happy. So I think I might even on my Instagram just do more cooking and baking. I love fashion too, but cooking and baking are like, that and being a mom are literally my favorite things in the entire world. I could cook all day, I could bake all day, and love on my sweet little babies. It's just the best.
Hi!
So I made cookie dough the other day. Actually 2 days ago. It's been in the fridge. And we need to make them into some cookies. So we've got Christmas trees, we've got stars. Sure. You kind of have to push super hard. Good job. And now we're just going to cut them. I was supposed to do candy cane cookies, but this dough didn't turn out the best, so I can't roll it into balls without it crumbling. Good job. Can mommy do some now? And then you can do the tree. It's just a little bit crumbly, so I think we're just going to make different shapes. I think that's good. Okay, so your job, remember how mommy taught you? Okay, look now. We put it down. Push down. Give it a little shake. And there's our Christmas tree. Then we can put it on the tray. Okay? No, just the Christmas trees are going to be green. Okay?
I want to start.
We'll do stars. We'll do stars. Mommy gets stars. How about the stars are red? The trees are going to be green, and we can do the stars red if you want. I think a red star would be so pretty. What do you think?
Yes.
Okay. Little Miss is up from her nap. My hair's so oily. I need to put my oil in it and just like leave it till tomorrow. She only napped like an hour and a half, I would say. How you doing? Are you okay? She's pitiful. Are you okay? Oh, maybe just getting the needle. She's just extra snuggly lately. Not napping well, not sleeping well. She's not sick. She has no fever. No new teeth coming in. She's happy in the day and she wants to play and she's running around and laughing even right up till bedtime. But after Boobie, if I try and put her down, it's like, she not happy, are you? I could have 20 of her. This is my favorite age. We're gonna have some sweet potato crackers. Hey? You want some crackers? We love them. They're Costco. So good. Then we're gonna pick up, I always wanted to end the vlog, I forgot to tell you. Cookies are in the oven. We have 8 minutes left. I might have to ice them because, again, not the best sugar cookie recipe. I'm gonna show you the proper sugar cookie recipe in a future vlog. But they've got 8 minutes left and then we have to go and pick up Miss Blake from school already. And then I want to do mashed potatoes with that because I'm just, beef stew on top of garlic mashed potatoes, like so good. Okay, little tip. When you are making mashed potatoes, leave the skin on, get the mini potatoes, boil it in chicken broth or beef broth. Hopefully you didn't just hear that. Chicken broth or beef broth, and you add whole garlic cloves to this and boil it all together. It is the best. It'll up your mashed potato game. It is so, so good. It's 4:30, and I just put the dumplings. Whoa, they got really big really fast. I just, excuse me, put the dumplings in. They like literally doubled in size in a very short time. It looks so good. So I'm gonna let this go for another 30 to 45 minutes, and then we're gonna eat.